Well, hi, it's Ray. How you doing? Today I'm going to show you how the Ad Machine ad campaign lead flow actually works. Using the power of AI, we're going to be creating and testing a bunch of different ads. I'm going to show you how the budget comes together. In fact, let me show you here what's actually going on. So first step is I'm going to show you how to create a campaign. Number two, you're going to see how a new lead sees the ad, new lead being a person who sees your Facebook or Instagram ad, sees the ad and clicks on Learn More. What happens next? The new lead is invited to view full property details by submitting their contact info. In other words, submit their contact info, answer a couple of questions, qualifying, and then they get to see the property details. So, number 4, the new lead info is sent to the agent's CRM and automated follow-up begins, right? And finally, number 5, the agent receives a text message, bing, also sounds like ka-ching, to their phone with the new lead info follow-up. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so for the purposes of this video and these instructions, you really only need 2 things. You need to go to admachine.dev and you need the link for your listing. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I've actually already extracted some photos from here to save some time, but I'm going to show you how we create copy. Now, we've got some copy here, right? So the campaign has already been written, or the listing has already been completed with the information. So I'm going to grab that URL and I'm going to show you how we create marketing copy, right? Compelling marketing copy. So I click on admachine.dev, I go over to the little hamburger on the right, and I click, what am I clicking? Custom Content Creator. Looks like this. Now, what's happening here is ChatGPT, this is a customized ChatGPT. It can go in and get information. It can't do it with everybody's URL. It can access some and not others. Let me grab this copy from here. So now I'm going to get all of that information there. You know what? I don't need title details. I'm just going to get the basic information. I am going to copy that. I am going to go next to admachine.dev. I'm going to click on the hamburger over on the right and click Custom Content Creator. And I'm going to paste this info in here. Now, you can also paste the, so there's the base info, right, for the property for sale. Don't forget to put the address in because that is a huge draw card. And in this case, the address is 9 Cleaver Avenue, Paraka in South Australia, actually in North Adelaide. So, okay, so I put that in there and I click create. Now, and it's creating the copy. Now, you can sometimes put just the link for your property for sale in there as well. So try that. I'm just covering both bases here for the purpose of this exercise. I am clicking copy there. I'm going to my Ad Machine account, which is also at admachine.dev, and you just go to Ad Machine login, and it's right here. So I am selecting the client as my account has everybody's in it. And our client today is Lands Real Estate. G'day to the team at Lands Real Estate, a fabulous operation in North Adelaide who do some serious numbers, these guys. Okay, so I'm going to click here, Advertise. You can see here I'm in Lands Real Estate, so it's going to be in your account. I'm going to click over here, Meta, and this is a lead campaign, right? So yes, leads is ticked here. Make sure special ad category is enabled. If that's not enabled, your ad will not run, but there's also a risk that they will suspend your account, and you don't want that. So make sure that's enabled because housing is a special category. We can't discriminate, etc. Create campaign. Okay, so that copy that I got before. Now, if that doesn't come up or the window to put the copy doesn't come up, just do this. Click manual and then click back and go on generate, right? So, and then I can paste that in there like so. I enlarge this just to make sure I'm happy with this copy. So this is the base copy from where all other copy and headlines is going to come. I'm happy with that. Let me upload my images, and I'm going to find the images that I have done. Okay, I've uploaded these already. Now, just a couple of things about images. These are the images for the properties for sale, right? Every home has a bedroom and a bathroom. I like to promo the outside of the property because I know it's going to get more clicks. Almost always the outside of a property will get more clicks. This property is beside I'm actually going to grab that because I like that, is beside a park, and that is a feature, right? I'm not a fan of putting your logo all over them. You'll see how your branding is already there when your ads are live. I'll show you how that's going to look in a moment. So yeah, so I like the outside shot. I like that shot there. The furniture looks awesome. It's nice and warm. I love the colors. Maybe a kitchen shot, and maybe an outdoor shot, something like that. You've got to leave a little bit of a lure. You want to drive people to this site. That's the whole mission. When they come here after they've entered their info, they can see the contract, they can see recent sales in the area, they can download all of this amazing information. So it's not too much to ask for them to put in their first name, last name, email, and answer one simple question. I'm going to get to that in a sec. Okay, so we've got our images. I'm back into my Ad Machine account, which is right here. Do I have all of my copy? I can't see that image, all my images rather. Let me see here. Desktop, screenshot. That's the one I want because it shows the park next door, and I think that is a cool shot. Okay, so let's grab these images. So there's 1, 2. Now, this is how it works. Let me show you how this works in Canva. Now, I've set up a Canva template to show you exactly what's going on here. So, the Ad Machine 10 image template. Use this template to create the 10 images needed to optimize an Ad Machine Facebook and Instagram account. If you don't have this template, reach out and ask me for it. So it can come in very handy. You don't necessarily need it though. If for some reason your images don't fit, or you get an error when you start to run it, it'll be mainly because of your images. But that's the thing to remember. At this point, we're going to from these four images, we're going to upload 4 landscape, 4 square, and 2 portrait. Okay, let's start doing that, shall we? So there is 1, 2. I'm thinking at this point, so that's a nice looking portrait shot. That's a good portrait shot. I uploaded those before. There's another one. So now what have we got? Let's just keep a tally of what we've got here. 1, I know there's got to be 10. So there's our 2 verticals. Okay, we need 2 more square and 2 more landscape. So there is the outside of the house. There's 2 more, 1, 2, and let's get this living room shot. 1, 2, and there are our 10 images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 landscape. 1, 2, 3, 4 square, and 2 portrait. Guys, it needs to be this combination, as you'll see in a minute, because we're looking to optimize the campaign. So it'll be creating all these combos of ads, and it's going out and testing. It can't test from 1 or 2 images. So we've worked out that this is the optimum way to test it, and we're creating ads now for Facebook and for Instagram. Okay, so this is in real time. It's creating the ads, and voila, there we go. Let's check out our ad combinations. If you want to have a look at your ad combos, all you need to do is look at your copy. There. You can see how each one is going. Check over it. Make sure the details are correct. Make sure it hasn't said sweeping city views when there is none. Make sure it hasn't said open fire when there is none. Whatever. Just make sure that your details are correct here. So sometimes it can take, AI, as we all know, can take some liberties. So that is how AI has created all of these awesome ad combinations, which will go out into the world and start driving traffic. Okay, next I'm going to look at targeting. So in this case, I'm going to target from the suburb. I'm going to, and this is important, so special ad category, you can see that that's enabled. Click on housing, please. Then up here, click on interest targeting, and then click on smart audience. So interest targeting doesn't really work anymore. Everything has changed because it's AI based, and this is important to get. AI will read the content of the ad and work out that it's for people interested in real estate, and then it will get the ad in front of people who've already expressed interest in real estate, plus a bunch more randoms. That's essentially my best explanation of how it works. We know it's working because people are getting leads, and it's targeting people very specifically. So there we go. Paraka. I've put in my suburb. I click go, and I can see down here that has given me 2,600 people. So that's not really enough. So I'm not really happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the address, which is 9 Cleaver Ave, and I'm going to paste that, click over here on address, and I'm going to stick the address into there, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to make this, we're in kilometers, I'm going to say 25 kilometers. We want to go far and wide, okay? So let's add that and see what happens. You can see 2,600 down below. So let's add. That's a bit better. That's getting up towards 1 million. I'm comfortable with that. I like that. So everything else there is good. Click Save Audience, and we are good to go. So you can see now targeting is ready. It's green, which is what we want. Smart Audience is correct. That's good, which is what we want. Now, we need to set up our lead form, and that is next. So you can see the budget's we've set it $10. That's what it's going to be anyway. We're going to run this ad for, I think we're going to run it for 20 days at $10. Now let's do our lead form. Click. Now I'm going to start from scratch here because I want to show you. Create new, get started. So let's create a lead from scratch, and this is important. So up the top, I'm going to call this 9 Cleaver Avenue, Paraka, full stop, leads. Okay, so you'll see how this lead form name is important. Now, I've got to add a greeting, and you're saying, well, Ray, what information do we put in here? What works? So I thought you'd never ask. So again, back to your AdMachine account, click on here and go to Training Hub. And in Training Hub, you can click on AdMachine, and here are the exact questions and copy that gets real estate leads to actually complete your meta form. Guys, we have tested this. This works. We're asking enough questions to qualify, but not too many that we lose them, right? So we've found this is the happy medium. And the questions, the content, everything's coming together. So I want you to click on this, and you'll see here, number 1, the intro that earns the click. Now you can read all about it here. I won't go into it now, but this is what we want. Get full access to this listing. So I've built this site for you with all of these, with all of this information here. All you got to do is click over there. That has copied it. Loving it. Okay, let's get into our account. Headline, paste. Okay, next one, discover what your home could be worth. Well, that's obviously a generic thing. That's not what we want for this one. I'm going to go back into my AdMachine. Sorry, go back into this copy. I'm going to grab that right there is what I want next. Copy. Go here. Paste. So I'm taking you through this step by step just so you know exactly, right? You can fast forward, you can pause. Next is the form type. I want higher intent, right? I'm not interested in volume. I want motivated, qualified people. Okay. Next one, we are going to add in here first name, last name, phone number, email. They don't put that information up, then they don't get to see the listing, right? Description, what do we say? I don't know. What do we say? Check it out. There we go, first name, last name, the qualifying question, and this is powerful. One quick question so we can personalize your experience. Okay, I want my experience personalized. That sounds like a great offer. All right, let's complete that in there. And so add the questions. Multiple choice is what I want. Here's the next question. which best describes you? Okay, cool. And the answers are buyer and seller. I put that first because if they're buying and selling, that's lights and sirens. You want to ring them ASAP. Buyer, right? What else could we have? First home buyer, investor. And the most important one of all, which really helps because people might not be really focused on buying at the moment, but they're curious. So you say just curious. Is that spelled correctly? Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, the privacy policy. You're going to be able to get that from your website. I'm going back in here into landsrealestate.com.au and I'm going to go down the bottom. And most real estate websites have a privacy policy down there. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste that here into my, where it says privacy policy, okay? And I think obviously legally that has to be there. So view the privacy policy. Next, completion. And this is important. Again, what is our completion information? You're in. Here's full access. Here's full listing access. Right? So, headline. There we go. Here's full access. And then one final thing. Oh, there's two to go, I think. Tap below to view all photos. Love it. All right. In here, tap below. And next I want the link for the property. So now they've completed their information. We've got to honor our promise to show them the property for sale. And there's the link to that property right there. So when they're done, they can log in and see that. That is all good. And the call to action at the bottom, call to action text, this is important. Submit's a little bit boring. So I like tap more. We can just go with that. There we are. Bang. So we've named the form, we've put the information in. Tap learn more for full photos and okay. So there we are. Now, the form is created. I should have mentioned up in the right here as well. You can see most of the things that we've done here. Okay, so there is Lands Real Estate, get full access to this listing. All of that stuff that I said, which best describes you, right? So that's all there. Second one, they're putting their contact information in, the privacy policy, and then the call to action at the end. Okay, so that is all good. So let's have a look here. Leads are good. Our budget is good. Now, down here at the bottom, we need to name the campaign. And the property is 9 Cleaver Avenue, Paraka, I'm sorry. And this is a lead campaign. So it's either leads or traffic, so call it out. Now, I can just launch the campaign there, but I'm not a fan of doing that. If I need to show somebody else, I'm going to click draft. In this case, if I was going to schedule it, I click there and I click there and say I want to schedule it for 10 days or say for 2 weeks would be there. Then I can go ahead and launch the campaign. If I click that now, I'm going to launch the campaign. So that is a blow-by-blow, step-by-step, exact description of what you need to do. So a quick recap, you only need admachine.dev and the listing for your property. Everything else is sourceable, is that a word? Right here, and you can jump into the training hub, content creator, which I just showed you, the AdMachine login, and our complimentary, if you're part of this deal, we offer GoHighLevel. Now, so the thing that needs to happen next is once this campaign goes live and it's out there, people are going to be clicking on it. So my question to you is, where are the leads going? So if you work with us and use our CRM, we set that up for you in the back end, right? So the person comes in, completes their information, you're going to give them a call. Where does that information go? So let's take a look again at something else that we've offered here. If you go to the training hub and you click here, listing engine, GoHighLevel, you'll be able to see basically how our follow-up and information goes from there. So this is, here we go, 48 powerful and proven pre-written automated text. So what we've done here, guys, is we've created a lot of these follow-up sequences for you. Take a look at this, read it. This is leads on autopilot. This is exciting. If your GCI from one deal is 10 or 20 grand, it's worth knowing this so you can replicate it. And we have hundreds of agents getting these results. I tell you here what the messages should say, how you can customize them, when to send them out, what intervals, right? So you can copy all of these emails. Bang, I've set this up. Let's open a Word doc, or I'm on Mac, so it's Pages. So let's just see how that works. New, there's a template. You can get all of these and you can customize them. There you go. I've just copied them all on there to show you. So I've done 2 versions of 12 emails. You can use all of them if you want. And I've done 2 versions of a text message. This is the first text message that's really important. So once somebody's completed they've jumped in, they've clicked on a property, learn more, completed your form. What we want ASAP is for them to get the warm and fuzzies, because you're going to send them a text message automatically. So for our clients, we set this up as soon as that's submitted, bang, they get a response comes back to them and says this: "Hi, first name, thanks for reaching out. Great timing. There are some real opportunities in the market right now, and I'd love to point you in the right direction. Expect a quick call from me shortly. Talk soon," and your name. What have we done here? We've established some trust, some reliability, and some authority, and a little bit of intrigue, right? So great timing. Why is it good timing? There's some real opportunities in the market right now. Doesn't say buying opportunities or selling opportunities. It's creating the mystique. It's creating a little bit of intrigue, and they can expect a call from somebody real soon. Like, seriously, guys, any time in the first 5 minutes is great. In fact, I would say the sooner you call, the more likely you are to have this person as a client. So the other thing, this is all the automation going out, but when you're calling these people, guys, these are warm leads. These are not cold leads and people that don't want to hear from you, right? They have put their information in there because they are serious, right? You don't put in first name, last name, email, and phone number, plus tell them what you're doing if you're not at least half serious about buying or selling property, right? So that's how all of that works. Okay, message me with any questions. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next video.